Hi, great people. How are you and how have you been? Yes, my name is Dr. Ryan. Welcome back to our channel. And I'm still reminding you, if you've been watching our videos and still you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that button and also put on your bell so that when you get a new video or new content coming up, you'll be the first one to see and watch. So today I just came in to touch on a very small issue that has been going through my mind for some few days now, and I'll be addressing my fellow countrymen, Kenyans, and yeah, it's something very very small. So I'll be mixing languages so that I can drive the point that I want to drive home and so effectively. So basically chenye nataka kuongelea leo ni hii mambo ya kuregister kama voters, and more so I'm trying to address a very these are a very special constituency of diaspora voters, hao watu wenye wako nje ya Kenya na they are staying outside the country and they are not voting uh, for their candidates or in the upcoming election at home. Because some of us, actually, what baffles me is that some people, even my friends, my very closest friends, have been saying, easy V to see important, our numbers don't count, and so I want just to take you back. For me, have been a leader. I mean, just a leader, both elected, appointed, vitu mingi mingi. Have been even from primary school, I was a head boy, high school something, campus I was the secretary general, deputy secretary general, then I later on became a secretary general. I also represented my county, that is Kitui, in the National Youth Senate. And in all these positions, actually, these both elected and appointed leaders influence how the country or the constituency that you're representing. If a student leader, it's the students. If it's a president, it's citizens. It affects how things run in the country, how things run in an institution, how things run in an organization. So it's pointless when someone says, hata mwenye atachaguliwa, mimi hata ni affect. And again, I will just want to touch a little bit on the numbers. Numbers za kura zinakuanga kama nini? How can I describe it? Zinakuanga kama, ni haba na haba ujaza kibaba. Even the smallest ward in Kitui South, where I come from, my polling station, for example, Y Primary School in Kitui South, might be having 60 registered voters who are going to cast their votes in the August 9th general election. But this number contributes to the national tally of, if a presidential candidate is going to win by 7 million, that 7 million, these 60 voters will contribute to that tally. It's just the same like another polling station that is bringing 250 voters, another one that is bringing 600, another one that is having many streams. And what I want to tell people is that it doesn't matter where you're voting from or the numbers that you're putting in. Your individual vote is very important in electing your leader. And again, people usually say, watu ni corrupt, people are like this. If you don't participate in the voting process, again, you are just like an accomplice of that person that you're saying that they are corrupt or they are bad or they have, like, they are practicing certain traits that you don't like because you didn't vote to kick them out. You didn't vote so that they cannot become your leader. So actually, if you don't participate in voting, you're just an accomplice, you're just a friend of that person. So it should be on record that people who don't vote are actually people who put bad leaders into position. Good people who don't vote are the people who are dragging our countries behind. So your numbers matter. And again, now, it comes to a point whereby you've elected your leader, for example, and this leader is the one who is going to influence, who is going to decide which infrastructural projects are going to be implemented, healthcare, whether healthcare is going to be a focus, whether roads and transports is going to be it's going to be a priority, whether empowering the small and medium enterprises is going to be a priority. So all these contribute to the growth of an economy as a country. And again, I was looking at not a survey, but what World Remit put across the other day, just around 1 month ago, looking at how, even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, how the countries the Kenyans who are staying in the diaspora, living in the diaspora, have contributed so much in remittances to their own country, whether for family support or for business. You see, figures are rising. 2019, 2.8 million, 2.8 billion US dollars being sent home by people, by Kenyans living abroad. 2020, 3 billion US dollars. 2021, even with Corona and everything, 3.7 billion. And this money, like where I am now in the Middle East, for example, it's a new, like, it's been identified as one of the places where Kenyans now have increased their sending money home, both for business and family support and other to do other things. So this money, when you send it to Kenya, for example, you are earning a salary of maybe like 100,000, and you end up sending 70,000 to Kenya for business, for anything, you are setting up something. And then you are here, you start saying, that one doesn't affect me, and even if I elect. And you see, like now we've been complaining about our country's borrowing and appetite for borrowing going up, and being not being able to service the national debt and so many other things. Those are the things that affect, like where I am now. The Kenyan shilling, for example, is losing value against the UAE dirham, and it's also losing value against like it's losing value against all the currencies worldwide, including the US dollar and all the other sterling pound, all the other currencies. So when our shilling is losing currency, it means that our economy is going down. If our economy is going down, and you've been sending money home so that your business can flourish, you can start a new business, you can do several things, you can even build a house, then it means that you'll be using more money, or you'll be expected to send more money home, so that you can like you can be able to support whatever you're supporting at home. So by extension, the person you elect to be your president, the person you elect to be your leader, if this person is still going to continue this same culture of borrowing and not being able now, as a country, not being able to service our debts, then it doesn't make any sense. Like, you'll be losing, the people at home will be losing, everyone as a Kenyan will be losing. So that's why I still insist, we have less than a day remaining. Like maybe a day remaining, but maybe we might be having an extension towards the general elections. It's very important that we take part in it's a constitutional right, actually, to both register and vote for your preferred leader, so that at the end of the day, this leader, I'm the one who put them there, or this leader, even if I voted there but they didn't get in, the other leader, was voted by people constitutionally, and these people who voted for this leader, actually, you are accountable. If you vote for someone, it's like indirectly you are accountable for what that person does. So I'm just encouraging everyone to just see some sense, because again, this is a lot of money that people are sending home, and it's not. Like, we should be taking it seriously, that voting and taking part in decision making in our country is also important. It doesn't matter whether you're going to be in the Middle East for 15 years, you're going to be in the US for 20 years, for as long as you're sending money there, for as long as you have a family there that, that depends on that poor economy of your country, then verily, verily, you have to participate in the voting process, electing your leaders, and if even when called upon, even making suggestions on how you think things should be run. So for me, no, just that. So numbers count. From wherever you are, numbers count. And again, the person you elect is in charge of your economy, is in charge of your country, is in charge of your country's infrastructure, is even in charge of the village that you come from. And still, if you are planning to go back there, then make it a point, to participate in these very key processes. So I don't have much to say again. I'm just saying, go out there, get your vote. Come August 9, go again, cast your vote, and make the right decision. I'm a politician, yes, but I'm not trying to root for anyone, but just use your conscience and make the right decision. Thank you very much. See you next time, and let's see what more you want us to discuss so that tuendelee kuchanuana. And as a country, it would be very happy, when we see our country high. I mean, like the flag is high and everything. So yes, see you next time. It's been a pleasure.